Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Sorry for the delay. Oh, I need more lighting. Good morning, folks.
When you buy a used car, you should feel confident. That's
What's
why
up?
CarMax
What's
has
up?
40,000 cars to choose from nationwide.
They done snuck a commercial in on us early in the morning.
As they are in the stores.
I'm not sponsored by nobody, not yet.
Trifecta!
They done snuck the commercial in on us. A whole 15 seconds. Sorry about that, y'all. So what's up? Okay, so I know my lighting isn't that great today. And I ask you guys to bear with me. I want to move my other light. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. So,
BeatFella.com.
all right. So, look, man, I want to say God bless. I want you guys to get your day started right. Get your minds right. Do some exercises. Let me see. Get some exercises done. Do some early morning motivationals. Say your prayers. Make sure you have a chance. Make sure you have a chance to, get loose. Get yourself going in the morning. Have some conversations. Get talking. I remember a time, I don't know what happened. It was just this random day. I was going to work, and I had been up in the morning. I had got myself going and everything, but I had got up early, and I didn't talk to anybody or anything. I didn't get on the phone with nobody. I think I was riding the metro at the time, and I just got up and I put my headphones on, and I kind of just spent my whole morning like that. And then by the time I got to work, it had to be like 9:30, and I had been up for like 2 or 3 hours at this point. And I had never spoke. It was crazy. Like, I finally got to work, and I went to say hi to somebody, and my throat was all dry. And I was like, wow, like, this is the first, I've been up for 3 hours, and I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't used my voice yet today. It was so weird at that moment because I felt like I was like out of practice or something. What's on my forehead? So I thought I was out of practice or something. Like, so it's good to get yourself going so that when you do get into the work day, you do get into the office, that you aren't, that you aren't like slow to get your day started. When you get to work, you should already be loose. You should already be ready to go. So you got to get yourself ready in the morning, mentally prepared, to step into work and have to shine and do whatever it is you have to do when you leave the door. So that's that. I just wanted to share that. Just get up, man. Get yourselves loose. Get ready for your day. I want to remind you guys of our purpose with these warm-ups. One is just to get your day started right with something positive, opposed to waking up with an attitude or something negative going on. I'm trying to put some positive energy into the world. But as we've been doing this, what we've realized is that the purpose of these warm-ups and the purpose of this motivation early in the morning is to get out and realize your own destiny. What is your destiny? Why are you here? What are you trying to fulfill in yourself? That's the purpose. And, everybody's journey is unique. And if you've ever been looking for validation or support, you got it here. I think you can do it. Go for it. Live your dreams. But the first thing we want to do is take care of the basics. And that means we got to step out there with the right mindset, with the right preparation in order to actually get out here and be successful. Okay, so I got a quote. I got a nice early morning quote for us. Let me see if I can pull it up. I got two quotes. And the first quote is, the first quote is, wake up with determination. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. And it's so funny because I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was saying that he wanted to do, he's like, man, I'm going to do the cool downs. I'm going to go to cool downs at night. And I hope that he does. I've had a couple people say that they were going to do it. I know Dwight said it. I said it. Whoever did it, whoever does it, I think that is our goal, right? When we actually end our day, if I was to do a cool down, I would ask you guys, how do you feel about today? I would ask you to be self-reflective, and hopefully you go to sleep and you'd end your day feeling satisfied about what you put. What's good, Marcus? Feeling satisfied about what you put into the universe that day. And so, hey guys, for just side note, I see that Marcus is on here. If anybody has any young folks doing sports, trying to get better in the off season, trying to get recruited, trying to make sure they go to college, get educated, hit Marcus up. I think in particular they work on football. Marcus, y'all should think about expanding to some other sports, but that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, so that was the first quote. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Let's make that happen. And here's the second one. Because ultimately, you're going to do what you want to do. That's what I love about being grown, right? You live your life and parents are always telling you what to do, what you can do, what you can't do. Don't do that, don't do that. Why? Because you ain't grown. I couldn't wait to get grown so I could say I'm going to do whatever I want. And that's what I do. And so, but it's a choice. And the best thing is, now there is no real excuses, people. You guys have choices. And this quote says, every morning you have two choices. Every morning you have two choices. Continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase your dreams. The choice is yours. Nice, simple quote. I encourage everybody to dream big, to aspire big, to have, nice, clear visions of where it is you want to be in life. But don't just let it be a dream. Get out there, man. Do some, get some action on your part, and chase that thing. Don't just sleep on it and dream on it. Chase it. It makes me wonder how many people try to escape reality through daydreaming, right? Through sleeping their day away, their time away, because they're just so underwhelmed with their current present situation that they find themselves often in like this dreamy state. But that doesn't have to be the case. You don't have to just stop at the dreamy state. Take them steps to make those dreams a reality. So those are two good early morning quotes. How are we gonna get our day started? If you do it with determination, chances are you'll end your day satisfied. But remember, the choice is yours. You're gonna get out here and daydream and just float your way through the day, or you're gonna get out here and chase your dreams and make things happen for yourself. All right. Just plug in one of my consistent themes. I don't know what yesterday was like for you, but today is an opportunity to build on the success of yesterday or bounce back from whatever you feel like might have been a crappy day. And just know that that's how you got to step into it today. Know that we either going to make some progress today, or we're going to fix some wrongs. We're going to get better today. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I want to share this with you guys as far as envisioning your future and planning as you dive into like your planning phases or brainstorming phases. I know that people have a lot of small projects or big projects or things they're working on, and here's just a piece of advice. So last night I was staring at my board, and I still had all the notes on there from yesterday. I had all the notes, and after a while, I even write notes over top of notes, and sometimes it ends up looking just like very cluttered. The board was very cluttered yesterday. And so with that, there was really no white space on my board. It was just words and stuff everywhere. And I hate to erase the board completely because, there's just so many good gems that I usually keep written down for a later date or whatever. But yesterday, the board was so cluttered, I got overwhelmed with looking at it. And so I erased the whole thing. I erased the whole whiteboard and I started fresh. And it was after I erased it and I had a fresh, clean look at the board, my vision came back, right? Like as far as what I wanted to place, what I wanted to fill it with as far as content. And I think sometimes that's what we got to do. We have so much going on. We have so much clutter that our vision gets clouded. And so what that means is that there are some things that we got to take away. Yesterday, somebody shared on This Just In, I believe Dwight shared it, and I haven't had a chance to read the article yet, but I will go back. I will go back and take a look at it. But I want to share the title of it and encourage people to go back and look at it. Let me see if I can find it. I think the article was... Maybe Dwight posted it. Maybe he posted it on my page directly. Oh, I think he did. 13 things you should give up if you want to be successful. And so I didn't have a chance to read it yet. So I'll take a look at it. But what I say, what was cool about it, and then what happened to me last night was, sometimes you got too much on your plate. And so I don't even know what the article is going to ask you to give up just yet. Take a look at it. I'll read it for myself. But sometimes you got to clear some things off your plate, get some clutter out of your way so that you can now have a clear vision. And so I just wanted to lay that on you guys. Clear your board. Start fresh. Get a nice clean piece of paper out and write your ideas down. Yeah, so same thing, people at work, your desk is cluttered, you got a lot going on, your calendar is cluttered, you got too much going on. Clear it out. Mark all your emails as read. Start fresh. But yeah, I'm gonna check out the article so I can share with you guys those 13 points because I'm pretty sure there's some gems in there. All right, Women's History Month. There have been people posting in This Just In on Women's History Month. Thank you guys for the content. But I told you guys what I was going to do is first honor the women in our families. And yesterday we talked about grandmothers. Today I want to talk about mothers. My mother, Latanya Nelson, is the truth. Is one of the best people in the world as far as I'm concerned. And I love her so much. And I think that the feeling is mutual for most people, right? It's funny, speaking about mothers, I'm from Paulsboro, New Jersey, and I come from a town where, honestly, the whole town is full of mama's boys. And we love our mothers, and there's nothing wrong with it. If y'all are mama's boy, more power to you. I'm a mama's boy, nothing wrong with it. I don't care what nobody says. Protect your mom, hold her down. They're going to always have your back. And the one thing I will say, as you get older, and try to get to a point where you can get to know your mother as the woman that she is, the person that she is, the adult that she is, and appreciate her from that point. I know a lot of times, and look, it's tricky because a lot of times mothers want us to stay children and keep us in that place, and then there are other times where we always want your mother to be mommy, right? Like, no, that's not the case. You're gonna have to grow up and fly on your own, and get to know that person for who they are and let them live their lives as an adult. And what was cool in my case is that my mom ended up being cooler as Latanya Nelson than she was as mom, and the relationship just got even better as I became an adult because it was just this beautiful thing. So here's what I'll say: appreciate your mothers, honor your mothers, but as you get older, get to know them. Get to know them. You probably be your best friends. They know you better than anybody else in the world knows you, believe it or not. And honor your mother, appreciate her, hold her down. If she needs something, just do it. You only get one mom, and I don't even think I need to say anything else besides that. You only get one mom, and you gotta love your mother, man. And this goes out to all of the mothers that are pseudo mothers or stepmothers or godmothers. Anybody playing that motherly role in your life that's been there for you, recognize that and appreciate that. I have a slew of pseudo moms, of people that I call mom that have held me down over my life, and I think something about that motherly spirit just resides in some women. And even as they get, they'll even take care of kids that ain't their own. And I mean, take care of community kids. They'll take care of everybody. I've had people that really invested in my life because they've embodied this motherly spirit, and I really appreciate it. And so, honor your mothers. A few things as we close out. Just a few reminders for people. A couple other common themes with the warm-ups are accountability and community. And so I want to encourage you guys, if you don't have an accountability partner, to get one, whether it's in your personal life or at work. And I also want you guys to recognize the role that you play in community, in your community, whether that be a community literally, whether that be a community of race, however that may be. Those are just two themes I wanted to just remind you guys to be mindful of, is how do you show up and what do you offer to your community, to your household, to your family, to your network of friends. But also, how are you checking yourself? And one of the best ways to do that is to get an accountability partner. Alrighty. So I'm going to close out. I want to give you guys just five basic tips to keep your pillars stable. When we talk about pillars, we talk about being physically stable, mentally stable, emotionally stable, financially stable, and spiritually stable. And so 5 quick things to begin investing in those areas of stability in your life are physically. Let's get some exercise going, folks. Even if it's just walking around the corner. Mentally, look, motivation, yoga, prayer. Some people do therapy. Whatever's going to get you right mentally, make sure you look into it and dive into it and exercise it in your life. Emotional stability. Look, here's just a simple, basic one for getting your emotions under control. Think before you speak. Think before you react. Think before you react, if you can. Financial. Give yourself a spending allowance. Give yourself a spending allowance. I know that there's sometimes people have saving goals. They want to save a certain amount each day or each month or each week. And sometimes saving goals are hard because things happen and so on and so forth. But when you can, discipline yourself to a spending amount a day. And that's just one good practice. And then spiritual, as far as spiritual is concerned, what I encourage everybody to do is to identify for themselves what their personal faith is going to be. And once you identify what your personal faith is going to be from yourself, whichever faithful guiding principles you choose to apply to your life, then exercise those things. It's yours. It's your decision. Your faith is unique to you, but I want you to exercise those practices that you have placed on yourself. Look, guys, predict your future. Predict your future. Make your future. My brother, we were talking about predicting the future yesterday. My brother shared a quote with me that was his, but it was dope because he said the future is almost as consistent as the present, and it truly is. If you ever seen a movie that tried to say, oh, this movie was set in 2067 or wherever it was, I mean, most of the stuff that ends up being around in that future vision is consistent. So there are a lot of variables or a lot of factors in your future that you can honestly already foresee. And so just take the opportunity to predict your future, speak things into existence, because to some degree you already know what's ahead of you. Look, y'all, God bless. Have a great day. Thank you guys for joining. Share the video. Check out the warm-up page. Check out This Just In for a lot of just good content and dialogue. And y'all have a good day. It's Thursday. That means we're so close, guys. We're so close to almost getting it done this week. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about fun and enjoying your weekend. So y'all go get it, man. Have a good day. Later.